Deep in the forest of the African Congo lives an animal most people have never heard about, the bonobo. Bonobos look like chimpanzees and, like the chimpanzee, share almost 99% of our DNA. But Sally Cox, president of the Bonobo Conservation Initiative in Washington, says while bonobos and chimps are our closest relatives, they are very different from each other.
Chimpanzees have a male-dominated society, whereas bonobos are matriarchal. The females are in charge. They have a more egalitarian and cooperative society than chimpanzees, and they are the only primate other than humans that has sex, not just for procreation. So that's earned them the moniker as the make love, not war apes, or the hippie chimps, as it were.
Award-winning filmmaker Irene Magafan recently finished a documentary called The Bonobo Connection.
Bonobos have gone unnoticed for so long. They're extremely underrepresented, and it's because most people just know of chimpanzees. You don't learn about bonobos in schools or, in books. It's just not there.
And yet bonobos are the most endangered African ape.
The biggest threat to bonobos is by far the bushmeat trade. People are hunting bonobos. They're killing these animals and they're taking them back to market to sell them.
Leading scientists estimate there may be as few as 7,000 bonobos left in the wild, all in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And as of 2010, there were fewer than 200 bonobos living in zoos across the United States and Europe. But working with the government and local community, the Bonobo Conservation Initiative has set up 2 protected nature reserves, including one larger than Belgium. And then there's Lola Ya Bonobo, the only bonobo sanctuary in the world, located just outside of Kinshasa. Orphaned bonobos are nursed back to health here and, if possible, released back into the wild.
Meeting a bonobo is not like anything else on this earth. Bonobos are so highly intelligent. They are so naturally compassionate, naturally peaceful, insightful beings that getting to know them personally as I have, they're like people, and in some ways better than people. We really have so much more to learn about bonobos that we have barely scratched the surface.
Cox and Magafan say that by understanding bonobos and how they live, both in the wild and in captivity, we can learn how to live more peaceful lives ourselves. Julie Taboh, VOA News, Washington.